Point her out.
Right. Well, I tell you what, you know, we waited long enough, but we kind of really wanted this person to come up as a guest, didn't we, Donnie? Yes, and I tell you what, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, Paula Nelson.
Blues all over me. Blue, 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 blue as I can be. I got the blues for you, baby, but you ain't got the blues for me. Song, by the way, one of my favorites. He's cool.
Oh yeah, and you get yelled. Yeah,
I saw.
He will yell at you. Yeah, he hurt my feelings, but that's all right.
This is so much fun. Thank y'all for having me. I'm having such a great time.
First question. I got one question. Are you married?
Hell no.
Second question.
Do you want to be?
Yes. I told her backstage, I was like, I will do whatever you need. I got your poster above my bed.
Oh, okay.
Hey, you borrow a couple.
Some of you know about my goat, Annabelle. Some of you on Facebook may know about my new goat. She's fabulous. Well, I've noticed that she plays basketball with a soccer ball, or soccer with a basketball.
So
She's
she kicks too?
Well, yeah, but I realized she needed a friend, so I'm getting her a white donkey as a friend.
Aww.
It's true. Well, I figured I dated enough jackasses. I might as well buy one. Speaking of marriage.
Okay, so I'm in the running.
You got a shot.
Cool. And I don't know if you want me to bring this up, but I'm going to do it anyway. There is a YouTube video. You know where I'm going?
I think so.
I think there's some Taekwondo people out here. And Paula is I've never seen somebody in her profession be so cool about what she did. There was this man intoxicated. I'm going to guess a .25. I'm going to go with it. And, he comes up and he's bugging the guitars, he's bugging blah, blah, blah. And Paula's just keeping it really cool, keeping it real. She just gives him a look, and you knew what was going on because she took that one step back. And, pow, that guy goes, what, 3 feet? I'm going 3 feet into a table. And what I'm going with this is, don't piss off that artist. Please don't piss that artist off, because she will take a brother out. She will.
I think I was channeling Judge Price. She's a cool lady.
That was good stuff. Paula, tell me a little bit about Little City. Tell me about that.
Little City is my 4th CD, and I'm the most proud of this one because I was the most hands-on in it. Mm-hmm. And like I was telling you earlier, it's a little bit of it's definitely not a party CD. It's like an after-party CD. There's a lot of emotion in it. It's a kind of a heavy CD. There's a lot of titles with rain in it that I didn't plan. A lot of the songs I'd written had rain in it. I guess that year had a lot of rain, so to speak. But I'm really proud of it, and it's really heartfelt, and there's some cool stuff on it.
That's really cool. Speaking of rain, that video you did with your dad, was that in Luck, Texas?
It was in Luck.
And that's a CCR. Why, out of all the cover songs, did you choose to do that one?
I just have always loved that song. And
By the way, that's Have You Seen the Rain, Creedence Clearwater Revival that she did with her father, that is just emotionally and beautiful. It's just beautiful. Beautiful.
Oh, thank you. Well, Carrie Wallum, a friend of mine, friend of all of us here, had helped me with that video, put it together. He had and it's real rain, actually, too, of the western town. It wasn't a rain machine, but the funniest story about that song is that we had recorded it, and we had just a rough recording from the studio, and I played it, for my father, and I changed the tempo of it because I wanted to do a cover. I wanted to do something that people would recognize on the CD that they could sing along to, and so, but I didn't want it to sound exactly like the original.
And it did. It sounded beautiful.
So I kind of put like a sitting on the dock of the bay feel to it. And so I was sitting on my dad's bus, and we were listening to the rough cut of it, and he said, "Wow, this is good." He kept saying, "This is good, this is good." And of course he wasn't on it at the time. It was just me singing the whole song. And then I started to think, I think he thinks I wrote it. And so I said, it is good, and I wish I had written it. He said, "You didn't." And I said, "Yeah, here, have it." And then even funnier than that, a couple of weeks later, after we had recorded it, he and I were on it, and it was maybe a couple months, it was on the Bill Mack show on Sirius Radio, and he was interviewing Dad on Willie Wednesday, and I was listening in, and they played the song, and then they were interviewing Dad, and Bill Mack was saying what a great song it was, and Dad said, I love that Dan Fogerty song." You're getting closer.
You just want to take your dad and hold him. I love you, Daddy.
But it was a great bonding experience. And my brother Luke also.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about that. So, as far as your dad and Luke, you do a lot. Do you think you do a lot of music?
I don't think we do enough, really. I mean, and that's just because of everybody's schedules.
Yeah.
But Luke and Dad also sang with me the three-part harmony on Day-to-Day Life.
And Luke, by the way, folks, Luke is your brother.
He is.
Yeah.
He is one of them.
One.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you got a few siblings.
That we know of, there's 8.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
So I've heard.
So let's go off into something else. The band is called the Paula Nelson Band.
It's the Paula Nelson Band.
There's another name, right?
There was the Guilty Pleasures.
Guilty Pleasures.
But there's an all-girl band called the Guilty Pleasures in Austin, and so my boys decided that they should have the title of
Yeah,
it. They
right
should
on.
have that.
Right on. Yeah, I think I was in a hotel room with the Guilty Pleasures Band. I think. Oh, that was that 7th kid. Anyways, beside the point. How's your acting career going? I hear you're acting these days. Doing some acting.
Well, it's funny. I'll try anything once or maybe twice. You know, I like my hours better as a musician. I can tell you that right now. It's not 12 hours, and it doesn't start at 6 a.m. I end at 6 a.m.
Word on the street that this is a children's movie.
It's a children's movie. It's called First Dog.
Cool.
And Eric Roberts plays the president.
Mm-hmm.
And basically the premise of the movie is that it's a little kid who is in an orphanage, and he finds the president's dog. So he runs away from the orphanage, and he's trying to get this dog back to the president. And during his trip on the way to Washington, he stows away on my tour bus.
The dog?
So I'm playing myself in the movie, so I hope I'm good.
The dog stows away. The dog stows away on your tour bus?
And the child.
The dog and the child.
Yeah, so it's a little brief, you know.
Well,
and then,
I'm guessing your tour bus and your dad's tour bus is a little different.
Not really.
So did the child and the dog walk off? Just guess.
I can't remember.
You know, a lot of the songs that I hear you sing are really, really soulful. You know, real soulful. Do you have any influence as far as you writing them, or do you have some influences that you know you kind of grab from?
I mean, styles.
Yeah,
whatnot.
sure.
You know, I of course my Aretha Franklin and Bonnie Raitt. So many great soulful. Tony Price from Austin.
Rita Coolidge.
Rita Coolidge.
Rita
I grew up
Coolidge.
with Rita Coolidge.
Yeah.
And so I think I've tried to take a little of everybody.
Yeah.
But when I write, you know, it's I don't try to write like any one person, and it usually is a melody that I hear first, and then the lyrics kind of come in the melody line from there. I make up stuff until it fits. But yeah, relationships pretty much write my songs. Either happy or they're sad.
So back to that relationship thing. You're not in a relationship.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Tell them about your recent engagement. Your Facebook engagement.
I'm leaving. I don't need this.
That was
Sometimes
funny,
you have to.
because I cracked BS as soon as I saw it.
You know, the funniest thing is that people that know me were like, yeah, right, she's getting married.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know, I was detouring. It was a detour.
Right on. Yeah. I've done that like 10 times. 7 that I know of. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
I hear
That's
you.
cool. Hey, you're going on tour in Europe?
We are.
Yeah.
In March. Last summer we went to France. It was kind of a great time there. And they've asked us back. We're going to be in France and North Italy and Switzerland and Austria.
Oh, that's cool.
Yes.